think that's the most patriotic van I've ever seen. Covered in, obviously everyone's beeping, because that's just what they do. Honestly, I've just witnessed the most bizarre thing to me. I should have recorded it, where at a petrol station there's like 20 bikes waiting for petrol, they've all been there. And then this truck comes in and just starts beeping at them as if they should all move. Maybe it's a cultural thing, maybe trucks come first or something like that, and the beep is so loud. It was a truck just like that. Such a loud, high-pitched beep. And then the scooters obviously don't move, because why should they? They're there waiting for petrol just like him. It's like I don't know. I don't think he even expects them to move. I don't know. It's a culture I just don't understand. This whole beeping thing is just madness to me. I mean, I kind of get it, because it's like a way of alerting people when you overtake, when there's all sorts of different vehicles on the road. I mean, you know, it's all just very, very fucking different to England. But obviously, as somebody who appreciates silence, the beeping just drives me mad. And when I see it for some, like, you know, so I get it when it's bikes undertaking and overtaking. But when I see it for something like that, that's just so pointless and doesn't do anything, and yet you get, I mean, honestly, like, the level of beep that's coming out of that truck, like, it's shocking to me. Like, it scares me. Like, I'm not used to it. And I've lived in Southeast Asia for almost 2 years now out of the last 3 years, and I'm still, yeah, like, we're conditioned in England, if you hear a noise like that, I mean, one, you wouldn't hear a beep like that, because we don't have horns that are so high-pitched and intrusive. But if you hear a car horn, something dangerous is happening. You know, that's how we're conditioned, that's how we use horns. And then, so when you hear them out here, you know, I'm used to all the little bike ones now, but when you hear these really loud truck ones, you assume you're about to get flattened. But no, they're just beeping at bikes who are queuing for petrol. I mean, it's just mental. So whilst I totally appreciate, you know, I can't speak on how the roads work out here or the culture out here, and I'm sure that beeping is necessary, I just come from a perspective of less is more. Like, if you beep all the time, then no one pays attention to it. You know, it becomes irrelevant. So you just end up with noise, no silence, but for nothing. Like, there's no one's paying attention to it. Whereas if you have a much more silent or just a bit calmer of a existence, and then when somebody does beep, people are like, oh, what are they beeping at? I don't know. It's probably a cultural thing that I just can't understand, because I come from a different world. But it seems to lose all relevance, because it's done so much. Oh, we've hit the jackpot here. Coconuts for 9,000? What? Hello, can I get 5 coconut? Ah, sorry. Hello? Can I get 5? Look at this, she's got a little machine. I've never seen one of those before. That makes the job a lot easier. Nice. This whole place seems to be manned by 2 teenage girls. Impressive. Love it. Obviously a family business. That's the house. Right, we're going to find out if I've been getting scammed by the other place. I reckon that's way more than a kilo. So I've been paying about 80,000 for 1 kilo. And that is 1.8 kilos, and they're going to charge me 80,000. I knew I was getting top whacked. This is the place, with Vietnamese price, local price, real place. Fuck me, the other one's been charging me double. Teamwork. I've got one on the chopper and one on the bagging. Thank you. I think 186, so altogether about £6. Much better value. I've got 3 bags of fruit. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Out in the hills of Delat, where I'm delighted to say there's a lot less beeping. Oh, what a shame. I was going to show you a gorgeous view, but there seems to be a rusty metal wall there instead. There we go! The hills of the pine forest of Delat, baby. The amount of zombies out here, like, we're right out in, you know, glorious nature, hills and blowing winds. And there's just so many people, particularly women, wearing masks. It's just amazing, on a bike wearing a mask. Dumbfounded. Anyway, this is what it's all about. baby. So this character in the dreadlocks, we have mentioned him before. He's quite a character. He last time I was here, he was calling me sexy boy. He was like, oh, you're a very sexy boy, sexy boy, hello sexy boy. We might go and have some fun interactions, and I don't mean fucking sexual ones, my god, he's disgusting. But yeah, I want to have some interactions with him. He's definitely a character, absolutely mental. Anyway, today I'm going to try and find the walk that is in, wow, look at that way as well, unbelievable. Try and find the walk that is in these forests. This man's making noises towards me, I don't know. I think he's just a punter actually. I've just pointed at the walk that I'm doing, but I think he's just a punter. At first I thought he was like, you need to pay, but... So a little bit apprehensive about leaving my bike with all my fruit and coconuts. What if someone takes them? But I'm pretty sure it'll be alright in Vietnam. And it only costs a $5 anyway. But I reckon the walk is clearly up here. I don't know why I've been here 4 times and not even tried this. This is clearly the walk. Honestly, this is why I came to Dalat. You know, I heard about the climate, quite a few people mentioned it in the comments, saw YouTube videos on it, but really it was this pine forest. And the idea of being able to do walks and create videos in nature in the middle of the day. Because honestly, most of Southeast Asia is just too hot for me if it's past 9 in the morning or before 5 in the evening. Oh, this is wonderful. And the trees are all a bit samey. Yeah, wow, no beeping. And I'm just going to enjoy this peaceful little while. Wow. Look at that, the lake through the trees. Amazing. Oh, I just had a super awkward moment with one of these women, the one at the top. Where she's like, hey, do you want anything? And I'm like, well, no, I've got my own. Knowing that it's all going to be tourist prices out here. And then I see the sugar cane machine, and I'm like, oh, you know, obviously I would like to support this business. I'm like, oh, how much is the sugar juice? And she says 20. And like, you know, I totally get it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Within a tourist area, she's probably paying a higher rent. And we are, and I also acknowledge we are talking about the difference between 30 pence and 60 pence. It's not about the money. I just can't stand paying tourist prices. You know, whilst I acknowledge, you know, I'm not really an expat because I travel around a lot, and therefore it is all quite touristy. I'm also not a tourist. You know, like I do live out here. I do know kind of how things work to a tiny percentage. Yeah, I just can't stand it. I just can't stand like the yeah, these two are looking at me now like, oh my god, he's got his own coconut. We want to charge him fucking the same price that you paid for 5. And now I'm gonna have to walk past a woman that I just had the awkwardness with. Yeah, it's just this small-brained podcast. He's a really good travel vlogger, the only one I watch actually. And he does, he really covers this so well. This something about when you know you're getting scammed. You know, it's like you're happy to pay an extra 20%, 25%. But you know, when it's like 100% more, I just can't do it. Even though like it's irrelevant money-wise. It's, I mean, it's not actually. It does add up. But you know, relatively, those projecting onto this who have never left Europe, that's what they'll be saying to themselves. So I just want to cover that angle of it, and it's not really about that. In fact, it's not about that at all. It's just like knowing you're being scammed. I hate it. Wow, this is quite a spot to be drinking your 30 pence coconut. I like it. Okay, so it turns out this park is absolutely stunning. I've just been all up there. It's fucking amazing. But I've just marched around the whole park, yammering about the invasion of England, feminism, and how retarded everyone is. And I've triggered all the expats because they're all fucking libtards, obviously. So I'm not going to walk around and show it you again now. I've just recorded 3 videos from my other channel, and fuck me, I could, like, all the women I've walked past are just like. So yeah, I'm gonna leave. But I will show you this park another time. It's absolutely amazing, and there's no charge to come in. Like, I mean, there's many differences between Thailand and Vietnam, but a big one is, and you know, this is just the way it goes. This is just gentrification. This is like, I think it's dead right, but You know, Thailand is swarming with tourists, so it fucking charges them for the wear and tear. But, you know, Vietnam isn't. Most of the tourists here are Vietnamese. So, yeah, you can come to parks like this free of charge, and it's just glorious. Like in fact, this whole area is free of charge. Incredible. So I'm trying to enjoy another coconut by the river after just what was an amazing time up there. It's actually better up there. It's just amazing. So this is where behind me, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, we've actually gone a bit quiet for a moment. But this behind me is where they rent out all of these tourist traps. Can you hear it? I mean, it's just constant. Like, they're never... so it's the same in England. Like, I know that your standard unconscious person in England is so scared of silencers, is so scared of silencers on their own, but particularly when they're in the presence of another. But it's probably just the difference in the language and how it sounds to my nervous system. But, you know, it's just constant chat out here. Like, there's never a moment's silence. They've constantly got something to say, and it's always... I don't know if you can hear it, but very loud and... I'm going to say again, sounds aggressive. I know it's not, it's just a difference in languages. But, you know, I find myself, like when they shout, I find myself doing this, you know. And it's partly my sensitive soul, but... Yeah, I mean, for me, being sensitive is just being conscious, like, you have senses, you're not numb. But yeah, it's just very challenging for me, like, I mean, yeah, especially like in you know, I've got to a point where I can almost accept it with my neighbours. You know, the way they communicate and just shout, and don't see any issue with that, even if it's at 6 in the morning. You know, I've kind of almost got to a point where I can accept that. But it's so hard when I'm sat by a lake like this, and it's just like this constant noise in the background. Anyway, it's just it's not a Vietnam thing, it's being conscious in an unconscious world thing. It's the same wherever you go, but it's definitely more accentuated out here in Asia. And I think Vietnam is, I don't know if I'm just getting more sensitive, more conscious. I mean, obviously I am. So maybe I'm just noticing it more. And it was the same in Cambodia and Thailand, but it feels like it's louder in Vietnam. Let me know, those who have actually travelled, you know. Don't comment if you haven't left fucking Europe. But you know, if you've got good experience to Southeast Asia, let me know whether you agree with that in the comments, because it's something I'm still sort of working out. Having said that, I do think that could work for me. You know, if I had, I mean, obviously not that house because it's fucking going to be worth millions, but I mean, you know, if I just had a house out in the hills of Dalat and I got lucky with my neighbours and there was no karaoke or there were no neighbours even, you know, I'm getting... I do believe I'm 6 months away from earning the sort of money where I could rent a house for like definitely $700 a month, but maybe even $1,000 a month. And if you're renting something for $1,000 a month in Vietnam, it isn't actually going to be far off that. I don't know if you can see. Oh, the camera's gone fucking shit. Further into this, in the middle of the woods here. That's right on Lake Toyen. Definitely won't be pronounced like that. So obviously, you know, that's probably $2,000 a month. That's, you know, it's in an exceptional spot. But you could get a house like that in the hills for £700 a month in Vietnam. So, yeah, I do think that could really work for me long term, as long as I was just away from everyone. But it's amazing. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's just that noise is really not beautiful. I would go as far to say that where am I? Dalat is the best place I've ever been in the world in terms of somewhere where I feel I could live. Like, it's got everything I need. I've even found a fucking ganja supplier. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's cheap, the food's good, it's got Western restaurants. I mean, it is. It's, gosh, it's so noisy, man. It has got everything that I need. And I even include, you know, like I look back at like when I went to Thailand and just found pie, and you know, it was such desperation, and like tried to buy a house and create a business without seeing the world first, because there's so many amazing places, and places that are business friendly as well. Like Cambodia is pretty business friendly. You know, it's such a mistake to just rush into that, and it was all out of fear and wanting, you know, just egoic fucking shit, which I talk about a lot on my other channel, The Broken Mirror, at The B Mirror, for anyone who's interested. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I could definitely live in Dalat long term, and I don't think I'm going to do it anytime soon. I think I want to keep travelling and keep seeing the world, but I'm fairly confident that at some point I will come and live here for a year or two. It's just fantastic. Fuck you, you top whacking tourist scamming fruit shop. We won't be coming to you again. Now we've found a place we can get the coconuts for 9,000 and the lychee things for 80,000 for almost 2 kilos, whereas you were charging 80,000 for 1 kilo. This is the road that leads to my house that I drive on every day, and this is it, pretty calm. Oh, I do have some fun driving in Asia. I love it. I mean, it's just so alive. Like, I just love, you know, like when I was living in Thailand for a year and I went back to England involuntarily, the roads in England were like, okay, yeah, it's safe, but it's so boring. It's so boring. It's all so grey. There's no scooters. There's no colour. There's also no beeping. You know, there's pros and cons to this shit. Oh man, I do kind of miss the roads in England and how silent they are. But yeah, it's so boring, just such a narrow bandwidth. Whereas, okay, I might die in the next 30 seconds, but you know, I have to be present all the time. And you know, it's like driving in Asia is almost like a meditation, because you have to be in the present moment, because if not, you're gonna die. The next road we're going to go on to is absolutely crazy most of the time. Chock-a-block with school kids. I would say 3 out of 5 times I go onto it is chock-a-block. And already I can see ahead, yeah, fucking shitloads. So I'm just going to keep the camera rolling so you can see. And this is the other thing you have to think about all the time, you know. Just people driving on the wrong side of the road, in the middle of the road. And it does actually work. It's not as mental as you think. You know, he's crossing the road, that is how it's done out here. But obviously as a Westerner it takes quite a while to get used to. Wow, it's so busy today, we can't even get to the road. But yeah, here's all the school kids, I think, oh no, that's the church. So we're about to take the next right, Donut Woman. I still haven't sampled her donuts, because I don't come out once I've had a joint, and that's the only time I'd buy a donut. But yeah, I don't actually leave the house after 1 o'clock on my siesta. I just start ordering everything off Grab. It's all a bit, this is, you know, I love this when I'm sober. And it's like, whoa, life, chaos. But after a joint, I cannot fucking deal with this at all. Anyway, I'm here to get me yogurts from over there. And, oh, pedestrian in the road again. And me sugar juice. Oh, and I need some more spring water. And there's a shop here that doesn't put the water out in the sun. You know, they're just, you know, I don't think it's even, you know, it's just not a thing out here, like microplastics and not putting plastic bottles in the sun. Like, they all display the plastic bottles in the sun, but there's one shop that doesn't, so that's the one I get mine from. But no doubt it came on a truck that was in the sun anyway, and yeah, just have to accept it. Microplastics are a big part of life out here. Unbelievable, isn't it? Oh, those are some different kind of yogurts. I might try those yogurts. Hello! 2 please! So she knows what I'm here for. I come for the same thing every day. And I just have to go like this or like this, depending on how many of the sugar canes I want. And this is where I get them for 10,000. I'm not gonna go and spend 20,000. But yeah, there's the school. Oh, now hopefully I'll come one morning and you'll get to see the dance we all do. They all do this like patriotic Vietnamese dance. It's fucking awesome, man. Hello, how are you? Yeah, they love it. Bye.
My best friend.
Your best friends, yeah. Looks like badminton is a really big thing out here. Oh, that guy's got a badminton racket. I'm pretty good at badminton. I used to be a very keen squash player. You know, played it, well, it was my thing. So it's a fairly transferable skill to any other racket sport. So it seems that paddle, you know, tennis for gays is big out here, and badminton, again, very limp-wristed, flicky action. That's just me trying to be funny. I'm not for a minute saying that Vietnam is anymore. It's definitely not as gay as the West. Fuck me. Whoa, this road, man, it's just mental. The amount of life on this road is unbelievable. And you never see a crash, you never see an accident. I don't get it. I don't get how. But yeah, basically almost every boy has a badminton racket in his bag, or certainly probably 50% of them. Obviously a big thing, but yeah, I would love, I mean, I'm getting a bit old now, certainly too old for squash. But badminton and paddle, yeah man, maybe I should go and have a look at a paddle club. Thank you very much, Gavin. So yeah, this one always seems to have them in the shade, but there's probably other times of the day when the sun is shining on it. And they have the spring water one, which most of them just have this crappy aquafina one, but this is actual spring water. Peace, please. Alright, we're doing well today. We've got shitloads of fruit, even got coconuts. Hey! Even got the water. I think the only thing left is the yogurts, and then editing the videos, and then getting stoned and masturbating. Everyone wants to say hello, everyone's so friendly until you put the camera on them, and then they're a bit like, oh shit. So I forgot about those new yogurts down there, but I'm not fucking going through it all again. So I'm going to stick with what I know. Now yesterday I found a new one with like a sort of fruity top, which is amazing. So yeah, we're going to stock up on these fantastic Vietnamese yogurts. So I'm getting these ones. And she only charges 8,000 per yogurt here, which is about 25 pence, and they are amazing. Here we have that woman. She's got lots of little rats, which I asked a Vietnamese student if they were for eating or for pets, and he told me they're for pets. I'm glad to report. It's just been such a great couple of hours. Such a very successful haul. Got everything that I wanted. Oh, now the only other thing I still need to find, but I have made a bit of progress with that, tobacco and papers. I've posted in the expat group, you know, where can I find these things? So I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be getting progress on that. Why is my water leaking? What's going on? There's a leak in the water. Are you fucking kidding me? I was just going to say how successful and wonderful everything was. It's a fucking nightmare. But yeah, so actually I'm going to go sort this water out and then I'll say that. God, it's pissing out now. I don't get how that happened. Anyway, I've got an almost empty water bottle, so it doesn't really matter. Is this interesting? Really, this clip should have ended 30 seconds ago, but my both my hands are in use. I haven't even got one on my fucking cock yet. Oh my goodness. Alright! So what I did want to say before the whole water saga, you know, I wake up every morning like, oh gosh, another day of being human, which is basically because I'm just smoking really strong ganja, and you know, it just takes a while to come around every morning. Start with the coffees, but then if I get out into the mountains and just being around like the vibrancy of all those people in Vietnam, like whilst I don't really like people and whilst I see the chaos and the noise, you know, to just be part of it for a minute while I'm getting my stuff, you know, I don't want to sit and fucking conversate and live like that, but it's just, I mean, it's exhilarating, you know, like I feel so alive now. And then now there's not really anything else to do. I suppose I could join a gym or a paddle club or something like that, like I say. Maybe I should look into that. But I actually just deal with it as by just getting stoned and actually, I'm probably, you know, what I actually do is I just sleep all afternoon. And then I just get really stoned at night and watch fucking YouTube. It's all a bit sad really, and it's probably about to change. I think it is about to change because I don't really enjoy it. But it's just an easier way of dealing with life and going constantly, doing stuff constantly. Anyway, we'll see if that's still the case in a few weeks' time. I bought 5 coconuts. I've already used 2 straws, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They gave me 10 straws for 5 coconuts. So while you're supping on your plastic straw and being charged fucking carbon tax on every flight and every litre of petrol, they're just fucking handing out plastic straws like confetti out here. And everything's in a plastic bag. So it's all rather ridiculous. And I'm not criticising Vietnam, I'm criticising the West for fucking paper fucking straws, literally the worst thing ever. Oh, and now you've got the fucking the bottle tops that don't come off. Well, we're just fucking swimming in plastic. Hey, so yeah, it's just won't start. I didn't leave it on this time. I don't think I did last time either now.
I may have the key.
Oh yeah, of course. I went to go and get some food earlier and it wouldn't start. I'll just put it started. It was okay?
You didn't. What did it do?
It wouldn't. This wouldn't even turn. It wouldn't turn. So when I pressed this and this light no come on,
Huh?
and this no move.
Okay. Because I didn't touch it. Just open now it's start. Okay, I will change the battery. It's safe for you.
All right, thank you. That's so strange. Oh, you know, the key was on the table, and maybe I just went out of my bag and didn't have the key with me. I think that might have been it, you know. So is this a new battery?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Maybe it's better.
Alright, so yeah, I think that's what happened. I don't think it's necessary, but new battery. Probably best just saving face and going along with it. What a retard. Right, great, thank you so much. Perfect. No more problems. Thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Grabman. What joys do you have for me tonight? So we found what looks like a very good quality pizza restaurant. Hello. Tom, yes. Thank you. So it's not just any pizza, it's got a bit of a twist. I'll show you in a second. For fuck's sake, it was meant to have a charcoal base, but it hasn't got a charcoal base. I don't know what happened. It did say if they don't have the ingredients, then they'll just use a normal one. But still, a very good quality pizza. £8. Really good, but it's weird. It's like popcorn chicken. Like it said chicken and green pesto pizza, and it's like fried KFC style, but it's fucking good.